Hi gamer, I actually wasn't going to make a video over this patch, but there's been some long-awaited features being added today, so I thought I would keep you guys all up to date with patch 1.4.1 and the October mid-month update. First up, we have our new Frankenstein Edalist skin. They say, it's alive, a grisly monster has been turned loose, just before the most horrifying night of the year. Our latest bundle includes the Franken Edalist emote, skin, icon, and the amazing new It's Alive taunt. The bundle also includes 25,000 coins and 250 ether bucks. Franken Edalist also features custom voice work in his new taunt, new victory lines, and a new windscreen jingle. I think this skin is very sick personally. I think the Halloween skins that they did this year are like really big standouts. And since we're about a year into the game, I think that it's safe to say like skins will probably continue to maintain this quality, right? I think that for a minute, truthfully, I had a fear that they would front load the game with like their best skins, and then the skins would kind of fall off in quality over time. But that's clearly not the case. Like these are fantastic, and I'm so excited to see what's up next. If you do buy this, by the way, use code LASTSTOCK. It actually really supports the events. But next up, for the big info of this patch, we have our new mode, Crew Battles. A brand new game mode is here. Team up with your friends in a new kind of crew battle, where each stock in the game is controlled by a different player. Unlike teams, only one player per crew is active at a time, and the next player in the lineup spawns as the previous player is eliminated. Find out which friends can hold their own, or be the hero they need as you battle against other crews online. I'm gonna need a hero. I'm not that great in this format, so someone come help me out. We might actually do some streams with this down the road, if you guys are interested. I think this is a pretty interesting take on crew battles as well. It kind of follows the squad strike formula that Smash Ultimate has, which I think is very interesting. I do hope that eventually they do add in like a squad strike mode. It actually looks like they have this. Maybe I got too far ahead, let's read. This new mode allows players to queue up as a team of friends, with each player controlling a single rival, or as a team of one, controlling 3 different characters yourself. So they got ahead of me. I should probably cut that part of the video normally, but I think it's funny that they got me good with that one. But this is super sick. It looks like it'll be its own ranked mode. Next up, they have a few notes on the queues. Teams of 1 and teams of friends are all placed in the same matchmaking queue and can be matched in any configuration that results in 6 total rivals in the match, e.g. 2 teams of 1, 1 team of 1, 1 team of friends, or 2 team of friends. You have an elo known as a crew score. It functions similarly to other modes and will soft reset with each season rollover. Crew battles are best of 3, just like ranked. Crew battles have stage striking and stage banning just like normal matches, but anyone in a crew can strike or ban for their team, so just like doubles I believe. As a team of friends, you can change your crew order on the CSS by hitting your right stick, left or right, to shift yourself in that direction in the crew. As a team of 1, you can play your selected rivals in the order you select them. First selected plays first, last selected plays last. So this is kind of interesting. I guess there could be like a level of counter picking here. I really liked that, if you guys remember in Smash Ultimate and Squad Strike, you could randomize your order, which would be kind of fun. Like if you like random dittoed in Squad Strike and you randomize the order, like there'd be like no counter picking, which was always kind of sick. Next, crew battles also work in lobbies. You might be thinking, crew battles sound amazing, I wish I could host my own. Well, don't be sad, because crew battles are fully supported in lobbies of up to 8 players with customizable rule sets. Just cycle the teams button between none, teams, and crews as you see fit. Lobbies are a bit more flexible in rules, allowing players to freely organize themselves into any configuration of up to 4 crews. For example, 4 crews of 2 players, a crew of 1 versus a crew of 7, and more than that. With stock counts per rivals being changeable to whatever you want, instead of just the default 1 stock. This is very sick actually, because this is one of my big fears, is that if you were stuck with just 1 stock per crew battle, right? The normal like crew battle rules is each player has 3 stocks and then the next person hops in. So this will allow you to emulate that and actually host real crew battles online. However, it does currently look like you could not do a 5v5 crew battle, but it does look like you could do a 4v4. So I know that 4v4 is, I believe, what Collegiate Smash Bros plays on. I played Collegiate Smash Bros for like a little minute, and then I like managed a team for a good while. So this is very interesting. You could do a 4-player team, and that would kind of like substitute that. So I would definitely like to see this more at majors. For a quick note they do add though, we're currently working on a team of 1 mode for lobbies where one player can play as multiple characters. This will be added as an option for lobbies in the future. So it looks like this just like didn't make the cut and they wanted to push out the feature instead of like hold it back just for this one little cut. So this will be here super soon. Moving on to our new shop items, we've got the purple blow-up Galvin palette. I really like this palette. I think it's funny to reference FNAF like that. The purple skeleton Forsburn palette, that's another FNAF reference, which I'm a fan of. The spooky witch Absa palette, this one's fun. It kind of gives like Party City, you know? And the white vampire Zetterburn palette. I like this fit. He looks really scary in this one, actually, so I'm a fan. We also have yellow Clarin, which I think is sick. I think we need more yellow palettes. It's one of my favorite colors. And Midnight Abyss Crag. This one looks sick. All the Midnight Abyss palettes are very, very neat, so I'm glad to see more characters are getting them. We're also getting some new avatar icons. I really, really like this Frankenstein Edalus icon, and then also the Mad Ayala. Ayala is one of my more favorited characters, and I really hope she comes to the game sooner or later. There will also be a Black Hole Death effect, and a Full Moon critical hit effect, and I assume that comes with... Oh, it didn't say that it came in the Edalus bundle, did it? Yeah. So, I think that this will just be a death effect that you can buy in the store. I don't know if it'll be for bucks or purchasable for coins. I'm crossing my fingers it's for coins, though. Next up, we've got some R2CS events that are live. Closing out October, we have 2 huge European events, Arrival 3 and Somnio Noctem. This Saturday, the European Rivals only event, Arrival 3, has a whopping 79 entrants that are ready to duke it out on the official Rivals of Ether Twitch channel. Then, just a week later on Halloween Day, we have Somnio Noctem in the Netherlands, featuring some of the scariest talent Europe has to offer. Both EU events have new palettes joining the shop today, with Arrival 3 Soccer Crag and Somnio Lover Zetterburn sporting a fresh new look for players to rock. I really like this palette on Crag, and then the Zetterburn palette looks really cool too. I like his hair color. So these are super sick. If you want to support the event and get some ether bucks if you already own the skin, you'll actually get a refund on those. So if you spend like 10 bucks on the skin, but you already have this Crag skin, you'll get like a $10 ether bucks reward. So it's a really great way to like spend your money and get like a free palette if you were going to buy a $10 ether bucks bundle already. Last weekend, North America hosted its October LAN event, the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, with a 4,000 pop bonus and a Rivals 2 Championship Series Circuit Championship on the line. Once the dust settled, Cake Assault returned to the throne, ousting 2 other R2CS tournament champions, Sofilo and Stango, to do it. The race for number 1 is red hot, with the next NA event being Port Priority and Heatwave in November. You can check out upcoming and past events and the region leaderboards on our official league page. Hi gamers, okay, I'm actually adding this in post-production. I have my good friends over at the Wrong Tree Esports channel, and they're doing like a community power rankings, and they're actually announcing the winners tomorrow. So if you're watching this video on Tuesday, you can go ahead and fill this out, and you just get to like rank each player that's in like the top 50-ish, right? And then they're gonna have like some cool videos like breaking down like who the community thinks is the best. So if you're really into like the esports aspect of like Rivals 2 and you want to like chime into this and participate, I really, really suggest checking this out. I think it's such a sick project. It'll be linked down below in the description. Next up, it's our birthday, the 1-year anniversary of Rivals 2. We're hitting an exciting milestone later this week. On Thursday, it'll officially be our 1-year anniversary since launch. We want to say a huge thank you to all of our players, both new and old, who have supported us this year. To celebrate, tune in this Thursday as we put together a crew of devs to roam the queues and play the new crew battle mode together. We hope to see you online. In addition, Rivals 2 is also on sale just for this week, for our deepest discount yet at 40% off. Pick up the game for unlimited time for just $18. This is a crazy deal low-key, especially whenever you think about how there's no paid DLC fighters, which means the only things you'll buy is skins, but even then you can earn the premium currency to get the skins. So overall, like, such a good deal for like such a good game. Speaking of, I've wanted to do like a year recap of like what came to Rivals this past year. So if you guys have any like notable memories, like, oh, I really liked this change or like this addition to the game over the past year, let me know. I'm gonna do like a 2025 recap at the end of the year, talking about like things that shifted in the meta and like who was winning big events, right? So the like Rivals like 1-year anniversary video would probably be like a recap of like what was added. So if y'all have a favorite from that, let me know. Next up, we have a few quick balance and menu updates with most notably a few changes to our friend Galvin. First up though, the store now loads all at once, so there's less of a delay when players switch between tabs. I think this is super sick. This has been a problem for a minute where the store is really laggy, so that should be gone now. Double stage select properly shows all 10 stages, including the 2 double variations of Tempest Peak and Etherean Forest. This is also very cool. I know it was kind of like weird in the past, so glad to see that's fixed. DSR is applied across all skins of a stage, which fixes a player being able to go back to the alternate skin of Etherean Forest or Metal Graveyard that they'd won on prior. Party match mode history on stage select properly colors the border of the box by the winning player. And they fixed an intermittent issue, trying to tab left or right from the favorites tab of the emotes menu. I think this might mean they're trying to add in more emotes as we go. I'd definitely like to see more over the next year. For Galvin though, drills can now be destroyed by hitboxes that cannot break projectiles. Previously, moves such as Crag Forward Special and Raster Neutral Special would not break drills. Now, any non-projectile hitbox can break drills, which matches other stationary articles like Crag's Rock or Olympia's Gym. I think this will mean that Orcane Forwarder's back hitbox can do this too, but I'm not too sure what other options that would be. Reduce the frequency of voice lines playing for Galvin, and Galvin has new voice lines in a few of its moves. I think it's very interesting, they always use its pronouns for Galvin. I assume it's intentional, right? But I think that's very cool to see. And Galvin's victory voiceover volume has been lowered just slightly to match our other rivals. That just about wraps up this patch. I do want to leave one more note about the crew battles if you've made it all the way to the end. I have been wanting to start a last stock crew for a little while. I had one for Smash Ultimate back whenever those were super popular. They might actually still be popular. I'm kind of out of the loop of Smash Ultimate right now. But if you would like to be in the last stock crew, feel free to join the server. I'd probably be setting that up within the next few weeks. I think it'd be really sick to have like a little grind group. It wouldn't be like a sponsorship deal, because I fear I'm a broke college student, just like many of us, I imagine. So I would not be able to pay your way to tournaments and things like that, but I would love to like have players rock the last stock like tag in front of their tag and stuff like that, and then also like have a little grind group going. So if that's something you're interested in, I would be super down, and it would definitely be something that would be super cool and great for everyone. Just let me know though what kind of stuff you'd like to see with that, and I'd love to be hosting more events for crews and all that. But that being said, that kind of wraps up this patch. Let me know what you guys think about it, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye for now!